Here's a good tip, is these long, straight, narrow paths here really help keep the goats single file. So if you've got a young goat, these places like this are perfect because they won't be able to squeeze past an adult goat. They'll get checked in the process. Perfect trail systems. We're about 2 miles in to a 7-mile hike. Doing a stream crossing. We just bumped 3 bears out of this field. Sow and a couple cubs. She didn't go far. But as far as you can see, there's nothing but blueberries. Blueberries everywhere. Look, I see blueberries. I'm thinking this is going to be a great spot. This is the descent down into the lake. About 1,000-foot descent. I can't see it yet, but I do know that there's a big opening right there. That's got to be it. Oh, nothing but untapped beauty back here. "14 years ago, I promised myself I would make it here. Well, I'm here. This is No Tome Lake number 37. And what on earth is swimming across that water? There's either a deer or a bear swimming out across that water. I'll figure it out here in a sec. So about 14 years ago, I made myself a promise to get to this lake, and it was 9 miles one way to get in here. And up on that ridge right there is the second lake, which is the upper of the two. And then you would have to go over the top of that mountain. And then there's 3 other lakes that I've wanted to get to, but there is no way in a 2-day period that you can do it. Not when you're going and coming. This is, to get to those lakes, that's a 4 or 5 day trip minimum. It's pretty intense. Gave it a shot, but there's always next time, right? Always next time. The lake ain't going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. And if I don't ever make it, I got 2 kids that can make it, right? When you're adults? Yeah. What a view. What a view. All right, so this is the climb up and out. We got to get over that ridge. And once we get over that ridge, it will be downhill almost the entire trip, which will be about 3,000 feet elevation descent. So I am looking forward to that. This right here, we've come up out of this bowl. I think we've done about 600 feet. Probably about another 600-700 left before we crest the ridge here. Not for the faint of heart. not for the faint of heart. So we just came out of the wilderness there, and from the trailhead here, it is 3.3 miles to the next trailhead where we parked. This was a factor that was left out of a lot of the online reviews of this trail system, because I guess a few years ago you used to be able to drive and park right here, but a boulder's blocking the way. So the 6-mile hike that was supposed to be 6 miles had an added 3.3 miles. So it made for a long hiking system. Bugs are eating us alive right now out in the sunshine. You guys enjoy it up there?
Yes.
What about those bears we saw?
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful lake. Yeah. And you guys slept well?
Yeah.
First overnight in the backcountry with the goats?
Yep.
Yeah. Goats have mixed feelings about it. The seasoned ones love it. The first timers are kind of out of breath. 2 miles left. 2 miles left, boys. Great day. Now I'm going to sleep like a baby tonight. That is Snow King Mountain. I've been to the lakes at the base of it, but I've yet to get up to the top to fish for the golden trout that are there, which are usually only found above 8,000 feet. It is a bucket list item, but I'd imagine I'd need at least 4 or 5 days, 2 days of transit time each way. It's not a straight shot, and there is several little lakes along the way, so of course you'll have to stop and throw a rod and spinner in the water, see what happens.